I can be heard. Thank you, honey. Appreciate it.
Hey,
Yay! Thank you. Appreciate it. Um,
thanks, Laura.
a a she was a caterpillar that became a butterfly that pollinated a tulip, and then Starina fell out of the tulip wearing a tutu,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was Starina.
And she is an immortal being.
I love how
That's
you have the very like D&D kind of, like, oh, it was this, and then she's got this personality, and I'm just like, she was really cute.
she's just made of stardust and good dreams, and that's awesome. That's an adorable little origin story. I love that.
Thank you. All right. I appreciate it, honey. That's good enough. Whatever we have, we're gonna go with, as long as we're both heard. I'm ready to roll if you are.
Let's grip it and rip it, brah.
So the new mobility for this season is pretty insane. It's a big it says you're not ready. Don't know if you've got him.
Because I didn't press the ready button. I pressed it in my heart, but not on my controller.
It's a rocket that attaches to like a battering ram. So you shoot the rocket really high, and then you pound the ground, a la like a Super Mario butt stomp, and and you can use it to knock people out. And then I'm intrigued. It needs a little bit of time to replenish. It's crazy.
Cool. I'm psyched. I really want to try that out.
And a bunch of new weapons that I don't know what they do.
Is Spider-Man gone? Is web swinging out?
Yeah, I think so, but there's still the shock grenades. I think they've added a lot more of them.
Oh, okay, cool.
How you been?
I'm good. Hanging in. You know, same old. When was the last time we played? About a week? Here's the thing about me, Dave. I don't thank the bus driver.
The bus driver can just, he can just...
I'm pretty hardcore that way.
Yeah.
I don't go with the flow. Oop, I already deployed. Did you drop? Where are we going?
I don't know. You decide. Where are we going?
Okay.
This area is the new fun area that everybody likes. That gets to be a little crowded, but we can make our way over there if you want. I'll follow you.
Okay. Let's shoot for this little farm building thing.
Coming at you. I got pretty close in my first game, and this new insanity is pretty good. Because there's still a lot of new players. What does a new season of Apex look like? Are there new weapons?
No, not new weapons. Every now and then there's a new weapon. It's and every now and then there's a new legend, which is always like pretty exciting. Because usually when they first come out, they're completely broken. But most of the time, what happens is certain guns.
Watch this real quick.
Right, hang on, let me find you. Oh yeah, go ahead. Whoa!
Watch. Boom!
Oh my god, that's the most Roger Rabbit shit I've ever seen. I love it.
100%.
That's fantastic.
And then it just takes a little while to come back.
Oh really? They're like it's reusable?
It's unlimited, yeah. It's completely unlimited.
What? Yeah. Okay, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So Apex, they usually buff and nerf certain guns, move certain guns into the
Grab this. It's like the best weapon in the game.
Okay.
It's new, and give it a shoot it.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, hell yeah!
Very fast and very quick.
Me gusta. Let's do it.
I think there's going to be another one of the mobility things in here. Oh, no, never mind. I thought... Oh, but there's even better. No. All right, so... Oh my god. So check this out. So here's a mobility thing for you, the rocket ram.
Okay.
But now check this out. Portable turret.
Whoa. What is that called?
Like the briefcase, business turret.
You can pick it back up. Oh, that's dope. What is this thing? Crash Pad Junior. What is this?
It's just a little bounce pad that lets you go up real high.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll keep that. I don't need like 6 guns.
Give the mobility a shot. See what you can, because it takes a little while to figure it out.
Okay. Whoa! Oh, okay, I see.
So you can go straight ahead if you want, but you gotta aim it.
Got it. Okay. Sweet. Let's go find some nerds.
Yeah. We are the people we're looking for.
Yeah, we absolutely are. Running through the fields.
I want to destroy this building.
Oh. Oh, that's amazing.
Pretty great
good stuff.
Pretty great.
That's pretty good.
Oh, this is a new... Okay, so let's go towards this area because this is the new zone where a lot of people are going to be coming through.
Cool. I'm on you.
Woo-ha! Yeah, but you've been doing all right?
Yeah, doing okay. Oh, it's just to finish my Apex thought.
Yeah,
the real nightmare with Apex is that everyone's rank resets. So you were like, oh, it's still pretty chill because there are people who are still like new to the game who are playing at our level. And I'm like, Apex, it's the complete opposite. All the monsters are in the lobby with you, and they haven't had a chance to separate out yet. So you just got to kind of sit there and take your lumps until they, grind their elo up and climb out.
I think that it's at least like even if you're getting dominated in Apex, you know that it's not a skill set that they outside of the game can flaunt. Nobody is like, oh my god, you play Apex? Like no, it's...
Oh yeah, you really you know how to play Apex really well.
Whoa.
Wow.
Be still my heart.
Oh,
it's just
is that an NPC?
An NPC, but now there's people coming our way.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Oh, here they come. Nice.
Woohoo!
Double kill.
Double kill. Have you ever seen the guy who does the...
No.
He's just like...
Oh, I really hit...
He's such like a happy dude. He's like, I have a career for life.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure does. I was gonna say, I hope he's just the most like accountant looking.
Yeah, he's just like a dad. He just like kind of looks.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Good.
Oh shit. Oh. They're coming. There they are. They're right ahead.
Oh. Hey, buddy. You're dead now. Right here. Oh, fuck. You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Oh my god. What was that? What was I even doing?
That's all right. Sometimes you don't have it.
We'll be right back. What was that, an Amway meeting?
You and me, kid. We're going places.
Boy, those suspenders are going places.
Subject Delta is now trapped in Pauper's Drop.
Yeah, last time I tried to do the Pauper's Drop on the dance floor, I tore a ligament. I'm legally distinct from the Hulk!
I expect you're gonna have to work out how he got so burly.
P90X?
Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
Yeah, until I find a nice vent for you to hang out in. At first I thought that this game teaches you how to be a dad, but really it teaches you how to be like a divorced dad, because it's like, alright, we're gonna have some fun, and now I'm gonna send you back to mom. I'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? Tell her I said hi, and tell her the check's in the mail, you know? Okay, talk to you later. Think I'll wear the blue dress.
The Tin Daddy is not a man. It is half dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Half Dog and the Tin Daddies.
To condemn our children to
Not a bad band name.
walking death. But I can't seem to quit this grin.
Quit This Grin is going to be playing at Lollapalooza.
Let's be on our way. Eleanor's waiting.
Eleanor's Waiting was great at Coachella.
The Tin Daddy does not have a family of its own.
Aw.
It is a made thing.
What about the family I meet along the way?
Okay, so the 90s.
This is the mid-90s.
Are we gonna see parachute? Was parachute pants?
What was that, an Amway meeting?
You and me, kid. We're going places.
Boy, those suspenders are going places. Beautiful.
As soon as it's there, it's
It was big on last couple of years on TikTok. There was like a live version of it where like they're just in the studio singing it, and the meme was like, "Boy, auto-tune's great," like because I guess like they kind of their voice cracks a little bit, and they're still singing amazingly.
they're incredible singers.
Let's go back to the but it's like because it sounds a little not processed for us,
Yeah.
you know, like they're
Everybody's
like, "Oof,
like,
not like
oof,
the album." And it's like, fuck you. I'd love to hear what
Yeah.
you got.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. I know. Singing is one thing where like even with like those singing competition TV shows, I'm just like I have no right to say anything to anyone ever. So I won't.
Oh yeah, the whole
Every time
kind
we
of,
watch
like,
it. Yeah,
anytime
it's
they
like,
do
oh,
that,
there's a little pitchy. I'm like, he did a great job. All right. He did a great job.
a little pitchy. Come on, yeah. Let's see if it still works if I'm shooting up. Does it still? Oh no, it doesn't read it.
Twin mag assault rifle. Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, that's a. Oh, is that you doing that?
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. I was
No
trying it out.
Yeah, just been same old over here. I did I was doing videography for a show in Jersey last night, and it's so funny how you get out of New York City for just like a couple of miles and it's like a completely different vibe.
Yeah. How do you mean?
Well, it was like a I don't know how they have the rights, but like a gambling establishment where
Okay.
I have no idea how, but let's
Like lawlessness.
yeah, and the place was called Winners, and it just had like if you're coming here, you just already just by the nature of like you think that you going to this place, I'm like, oh, I don't. You and I would never hang out.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna grab
What kind of show was it?
A stand-up.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Reduced fire rate, but increased damage. All right. Shall we pizza pit?
Let's do it.
Whoa, didn't mean to do that.
Oh, special delivery. Yeah.
I have so much respect for what they must go through being a pizza delivery guy.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
I knew a guy friend in high school who was a pizza delivery guy for a while, and he said he got like held up like 3 times.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to do a whole bit about that with.
Wasn't it the guy? Yeah.
Bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
It was invented by a pizza delivery man who kept getting shot while delivering pizzas.
God. I mean, whatever job I'm doing,
It's insane.
whatever job it is that I'm doing, if I get shot once, I'm just
You're not doing it
I'm
anymore,
not doing
right?
that job anymore.
That is no longer your job.
Clearly, I was not meant for this.
Yep. It takes a very special kind of approach to the world to be like, no, the problem is me. Like,
Well,
the problem is that I'm not strong enough to deliver these pizzas.
the idea
I need to augment myself in some way.
of like ironing your shirt to go back to work after you were shot. Like, well, not, like what was the variable? I can't think about what was the variable at play here. Huh. Rumble Ruins. Ooh, spooky.
Oh.
Boy.
Time to die.
Wow. Almost gone. He's good.
Got him. Oh, there's another guy. Oh, I didn't realize you were down already.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
Let's talk about how with one simple tweak, Force Awakens could have genuinely laid the groundwork for a much better sequel trilogy. Specifically one thing. Replace Han with Poe. The timestamp in A New Hope when all 3 of our heroes get together is roughly the same moment in Force Awakens when Poe shows up in his X-Wing. This is where you switch. Poe arrives, pew pew pew, but now he lands, reconnects with Finn, Poe meets Rey, moment of calm, then Kylo shows up and confronts Han here, all the same beats. Son, you gotta turn down your music. Dad, you just don't understand! It all happens there. Rey gets captured, and now instead of Finn and Han, Finn and Poe go to save her. Now what changes? We get more Finn and Poe chemistry, and I don't know, maybe some answers to some of the audience's lingering questions like, what exactly is the Resistance in relation to the New Republic? And what made Finn defect? Side note, I get it, the First Order is super evil, but a quick narrative moment like, hey, there was an error in my programming, or I didn't take the indoctrination pills would have gone a long way to make what happened to Finn unique, because keeping it vague makes me wonder if anyone else in the First Order was seconds away from moral clarity moments before getting their organs rearranged for a joke about a crossbow being OP. Wait, now I realize the dangers of a fascist oligarch dogma. I've always been a little naive in my life, like with sex. Like the first sexual experience that I ever had was roadhead, but I didn't know what it was called, so I told all of my friends I got into sex trafficking.
Super Mario feels like the correct answer, but I don't know if it's necessarily one I would pick.
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't speak to you, it didn't speak to you.
No, not that it didn't speak to me, just that like
As like one of the top 4 franchises.
yeah, it's not one of the top 4 franchises. It probably, I don't know, it probably is. It's probably on there. So let's say Mario, and then
Oh boy, we are not alone.
oh, okay.
Let's go kind of far over here. See
Got
if
it.
we can. Maybe we can get away from the hustle and bustle.
There are a lot of people, yep. I'm still in the sky.
But at least over here, we're a little bit out of the way.
Trying to think of my fourth. My fourth is probably like something like I want to say the Persona series is really good.
I've never got into that.
Oh, they're fantastic. They're so much fun. And I also love the Fire Emblem games. They're up there. But if I were picking right answers, I think number 4 is probably Pokemon. Just in terms of like importance to video games.
Yeah. It's tough because it's like one of the reasons why I don't know if I would put Mario on there is because they made an active choice to like, we are going to appeal to the same demographic and we are not going to grow. And it once they made the jump to like, I enjoyed Mario Odyssey, but I was like, oh, you're bringing nothing new besides a graphical upgrade of Super Mario Brothers 64.
Yeah, I think that's
what it is.
And they're like, that's exactly what it is, which is so weird from Nintendo because not that it's weird that they did that, but it's weird that their gameplay has done that over time because I always considered Nintendo to be the franchise, like the company of the big 3 that takes an approach of like you can't innovate without making mistakes.
Right.
They're constantly coming up with the weirdest console on the market at the time, new motion controls and new ways of doing things like hybrid consoles, all this kinds of stuff. But at the same time, in terms of their game design, they're like, we've made every game we want to make already. Yeah. So we're just gonna reskin and update and clean up that game. It's just, I find it interesting. Boop. Cool. I got to blast the guy into the water.
Woohoo! Got him. From both sides.
Nice.
Definitely probably going to be more folks coming.
Cool.
All right, so
what's on your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, I mean, you definitely. Wow. Okay, we are getting right behind you. I'm dead. Run! Wow, they're just toying with us. I say get the hell out of there.
Yeah?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and come back to me if you can, but I bail. There's 2 of them and they are playing for keeps. Here, I'll distract him. Hey, it's me. Hey, remember me? Haha. I put Tetris.
Oh.
Love Tetris.
Fuck.
Ah.
Sorry.
No problem.
Hmm.
Let's talk about how with one simple tweak, Force Awakens could have genuinely laid the groundwork for a
Suggestions for the new DCEU Part 2. Don't give it to one person. You want a plan and you want to stand out from Marvel. Instead of one director for your shared universe and then a bunch of auteurs for your visionary Elseworld standalone stories, and instead of the Marvel formula of everyone towing the line of what seems like an all-encompassing mandated style and energy, flat lighting and quips, make it happen! Here's what you do. You put your grand story together, and then you hire unique directors with vastly different styles. Edgar Wright's The Flash, David Fincher's Batman, and you tell them, here's who these characters are at the beginning of the movie, here's where they need to be at the end, go have fun. Of course, you throw in guardrails of unbreakable core tenets along the way, otherwise you get into Star Wars sequel trilogy territory, where Batman finds out his parents aren't gone, goes on a vision quest to find them, only to find out they are gone and he's actually Joker's grandson. And I know what you're thinking. DC dipped their toe with this plan with the first Wonder Woman, the second Suicide Squad, Shazam. They have done this a little bit, but I say go harder. Have a talented showrunner or team behind the scenes, but we don't even really need to know who they are. As long as they're keeping the grand story in line and catching big inconsistencies before they get out of control, But Dave, what inconsistencies did the old DCEU have? Really, go back and watch Man of Steel with the knowledge everyone on Earth got a magic wish granted in the 80s, and then tell me any of their motivations make sense. I like this idea. What do you think?
Yeah.
Seeing things that are different. You are seeing things that should be a certain way are a different way. People who were alive are now dead. People who were dead are now alive. You know that things are different, and yet the plot is keep going, because the deal that you made with this freedom fighter definitely is still gonna stand. It's just off the rails, and the fact that the game keeps asking
And
you to
he's just like, yeah, whatever. Anyway.
It was because the game up to that point was so immersive and like, oh, I feel connected and let's do a Mega City. I feel connected and I feel like I'm following along, and then immediately it's like a real human being would not make this choice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would not keep going, seeing dead people rise from the grave, and like the whole vibe would be, what the hell is going on? We have to figure out what's going on. Not, let's just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fair knock. I remember. But I mean, honestly, I remember a lot of points in all of those games where I'm like, there's no way I do that. Like I'm going home. You know what I mean? Like, surely there's a way out that's not Rapture. Like,
right.
I'll wait by the plane, you know?
I think that with BioShock 1 and BioShock 2, there was, like, BioShock 2 especially, because you are a big daddy. You're not supposed to like be like, they're doing what I would do. There's something about let's buy. Oh, come on,
yeah,
buy.
It's pretty clear that the character, it's like, you're not a coward like you are, you know? Like,
well, but also like the fact that Infinite has like someone who's playing off you. You have a teammate who's there, so there's conversation, so you feel like decisions are made together, and you're like, all right, story. Whereas BioShock 1, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think you're necessarily supposed to
feel
like you are literally making the same choices that he would make.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
I know.
All the same, I'm one of those people who can't help but self-insert. Where I'm just like, I don't know if I'd do that, guy. And it's like, yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Have you noticed a difference? Did you always, like, anytime you would play a game that had a good or bad option? Like, when I was a young man, I would always play the evil version of it. I want to destroy. I want to see what I can rip apart. How far does this negative mojo system in this game go? I want to be the Sith. I want to, you know, but as I get older, I am literally like, be kind. Even in a video game, you know, like I don't need to.
I got to be honest with you. I've completely gone the opposite way.
Interesting.
When I was a kid, I used to be like afraid. I thought there were correct answers to those things. Where I was like, someone is keeping score somewhere, and they're gonna find out I did a bad thing, and I'm gonna hear about it from someone. Now, when I play these games, I'm like, let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Right.
Oh,
I want to see your mechanic.
Now,
I think these are all NPCs. Oh, I think this is a real person. Nope. It is a boss.
The dealer. Ooh, what a fun name.
This whole time I had a... Oh, boy.
Oh, someone's shooting at me. Fuck.
Yep. Come to me.
Got him.
Ah. I have our turret going.
Nice.
Let's see how good let's see how good the like what did you do with this game? Let's see what how deep can we where okay.
How can we mess with it?
I got to see where the it's saying that the I got the key card, but it's saying it's down. Ooh, sniper rifle.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is, but we got to bust through. Do you have a thingy? It's not going to work. We need one of those.
Will a grenade do it?
No, the
shockwave grenade.
Oh, try it. I think we need the bust through rocket thing.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see if that.
Which I don't have.
Nope. That didn't work. Remote explosives?
Ooh, yeah, try that. I'm looking for one of the rocket thingies.
That did it.
You got it? Nice.
Yep.
Coming. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. Oh, boy. All sorts of new stuff. I have a feeling there's going to be more people here. I'm going to throw down the turret.
Yeah.
Nope. And we're fine.
Okay. Turns out it was nothing. Oh, you didn't finish your Mount Rushmore. Tell me more.
See, it's tough. Like, I actually don't have a lot of game franchises that I stick with for very long. I really don't. I feel like I get disillusioned and move on. So, like, I don't even know if I could make a franchise as one. Yeah, I really like the Final Fantasy. I got really mad at Final Fantasy 13 and kind of swore off the franchise. Never played Persona. I can't think of anything that's like really stuck with me.
Yeah, you really got rogered by going with Final Fantasy 13. That is.
I spent about 100 hours on Final Fantasy 13, getting to the open world. Finally, like, we're opening it up. We're letting you, you know, stretch your legs a little bit, and I got to feeling pretty powerful and feeling like I was enjoying the mechanics, the trading, you know, the giving your team different. I forget what the term was called, but you know, in combat, being able to like switch between different classes, kind of thing. I enjoyed it, and then was, you know, certain bosses were tough, but I was enjoying it, beating them, and then moving up and leveling up and feeling powerful. And then there was a person, a bad guy, who wasn't even a boss, but just would like take one extra turn in combat to charge up a move that, even if all of my characters were guarding, would kill them all in one move. And there was nothing that I had that would like
it could fix,
that would like, that I could lay down to make it less powerful or make me more powerful or go in full defensive mode, and maybe that will nothing. And just over and over and over, that boss would just randomly spawn and just be like, oh, I'm doing my charge. And I'm just like, this is horrible game design. This is just awful. Did you play through it?
No, it's bad, man. Most people who like Final Fantasy barely even consider it Final Fantasy. Like,
yeah,
they're like, ugh, you know, forget it. There's a game called Lost Odyssey that was developed around the same time for the 360, and that is widely considered. I don't know enough about the history of the game, so I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it was at one point supposed to be Final Fantasy 13, and then for whatever reason they spun it off into something else.
I think I played
maybe
Lost Odyssey.
you did.
I think so. Yeah.
It was a 360 game. It was a huge. I think it was like one of those multiple disc 360 games. And it was, I think, supposed to be 13. For whatever reason, maybe they thought like we got a hit on our hands. Let's not waste it on Final Fantasy. Let's make a new franchise, and then we'll have 2 Final Fantasies.
Yeah. And nothing will go wrong.
Yeah, I see no flaws in this plan. So, yeah.
Ooh, this is new weapons.
Those were real people?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But we got another card. Oh boy, I don't have room for all the shit I want.
I
Oh
see
boy,
shooting
getting
over
shot
here.
at.
Oh.
Oh, you ran right into my turret. He literally ran right into it.
You fool!
There's a card here if you want it. If we want to.
What does this do?
That'll lead us to another thingy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take this one. Okay. Oh, okay.
And grab some slurp juices if you. They are.
Cure forecast. Ah, you can see future storm circles. That's cool.
Nice. There are a lot of NPCs in this. Yeah, I don't know. All right, what about game moments that legitimately made you cry?
Most of Majora's Mask does that to me.
Person right ahead. Gone.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending is brutal. So I don't know if you've played it.
Yeah, it's been a
all the
long
way
time
through.
though.
Okay. I don't know if you remember this, but at the very beginning of the game, you meet. So in the lore of Zelda, there are these creatures called Deku that are like little sprout people kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
And when they die, they turn into trees. So at the beginning of the game, you meet a tree with a face on it, and you recognize that. Oh, cool.
I don't have enough
Yeah, I'll
space
snag that.
to hold on to it.
I'll snag that. You recognize that it's a Deku that's passed away, and so later on in the game, as you're playing through, you meet this other character named the Deku Butler, who has been looking for his son for days now, can't find him, and like over time throughout the game, as you play over and over again, you kind of piece together that his son is the tree that you met earlier. And so at the very and so there's, first off, just setting aside the whole fact that you do this game over and over, you like the whole game is a 3-day cycle that you replay over and over again. So every time you reset, you have this guy go through the same 3 days of trying to find his son. Yeah.
And then nice. It's a game for kids.
It's a game for children. Yeah. Not really.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the game, during like the posting credits, once you saved, the city and saved the world and all that stuff, everybody is celebrating. Everybody's, in the town square partying. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But for whatever reason, they decided in the middle of that celebration, they cut back to the tree. And the butler, the guy who was looking for his son, is just weeping over the tree.
Oh.
And that's the end. And then it cuts back to the party, and everybody's having fun. And I'm like, fuck you, Nintendo. Why?
Just in case
Why
you
do you
didn't remember.
do that?
Just in case
Yeah,
for
hey.
whatever reason.
Hey, thanks for saving the world, but you can't save them all. Like, what?
Wow.
And because he died, he gets killed, by the way, he gets killed by Skull Kid, the kid with the mask.
Mm-hmm.
But because he gets killed before you start the time loop, there's nothing that can be done. He's dead. Like, even if you reset time and go back, he's still dead. That one makes me very sad all the time. I hate it. Nintendo really went out of their way to make you feel something there, and I wish they hadn't. Oop. What about you? What's your moment?
I want this guy so bad.
Yeah.
I almost got him. Oh. Someone's coming. I see you. Shadow the Colossus when you're
Oh, dude.
Oh crap.
Oh.
Gotta get out of here. Shadow the Colossus when you lose your horse.
Yeah, that's brutal. That whole game is tough. That's another one where, like,
Wow.
it makes you...
don't even give me a chance. Do not even give me a chance.
But that's a game where it makes you question, like, do I even want to be the hero of this story?
Hello. I would like to formally apologize to Michael Bolton. I have spent way too much of my life with a cavalier disrespect for you and your work. As a teenager in the 90s, I associated you with supermarkets, dentist's office waiting rooms, and the radio station my mom and her coworkers never changed on the boring summer days when I would visit her in her office. I even never missed an opportunity to take cheap shots at your hair. Karma is not without a sense of humor. But now as I approach middle age and having lived both the highs and lows of romance, I find your voice a perfect manifestation of every emotion.
What about a game that that other people love and you just don't understand?
I'd probably say, and this is going to conflict with my Rushmore, but I'd probably say Pokemon. As a kid, it was so important to me. Like, in terms of, like, getting into gaming and understanding game mechanics and all that stuff, and, like, being interested in video games. I feel like they've made the same game 45 times now, and
Again,
I don't understand the people who treat it like it's a brand new game every time.
Like Mario, it's one of those things where, let's go back to the farm. It's one of those things where at some point it's hard to enjoy a corporation that gave me so much joy but very clearly thinks of consumers as like a revolving door. Like, there's always going to be somebody who's 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And that the relationship that I had with them was not special. It was just that I happened to be 5 years old.
It's the right demographic at the right time. Yeah,
They're after a demographic and not... they don't care about me.
Right.
Mr. Miyamoto doesn't know me.
The cynicism of it sometimes is what bugs me more than anything. Like, that these games are now, not only are they the same game, but in terms of, like, they're technically, like, in terms of graphical ability, I mean technically, not, like, legalistically. In terms of technical execution, they're worse. They're much worse.
Yeah.
The games are glitchy messes, and the cynicism of a company to just be like, what are you going to do? Not buy the game? You're going to buy the game.
Right.
Like, and I really think that's, yeah, we're the only Pokemon shop in town, buddy. Like, you're going to buy it from us. So, and I wish I wasn't, that's, you are, yeah. I've got nothing but shotguns here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got one. Got two.
Oh, my turret was so slow. I want the turret to be good. That's a mechanic in games that I always love, and I never feel like they're never as powerful as I want them to be. Any game, like there was one in one of the Borderlands games where like your special ability was like you throw out a turret. But I'm always expecting its rate of fire and precision to be as good as me, and it's
basically a second person. Yeah,
it's always just like dup, 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 dup. It's like, no, it's not what I want.
What game had a turret that was Modern Warfare 2? It was one of the like kill streak perks.
Oh,
you pick up, you drop a turret. That thing was how turrets should be. That chewed through people if it was placed in the right spot.
When I used to play Modern Warfare, I would be hearing in my sleep. Oh, I'm getting shot.
Okay.
I don't know from where. Over here. I'm rushing over.
Oh, people are behind.
I don't know where they are.
Got one.
Step along, turret.
Where's your buddy? Come on, you had a friend.
Modern Warfare, basically any Call of Duty, the sound effect, I would put this in the top 5 sound effects in video game history. The simple sound effect of the bullets hitting, like making contact. Yeah, it's so spongy.
Yeah, it's really satisfying.
And then like an old an old Call of Duty and Medal of Honor games, the headshot sound where it's like cling, like you just get like the little like you hear
the pling.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I will say for my money, maybe it's just because I'm playing it so much now, but the sound of breaking someone's shield in Apex is incredibly satisfying.
Yeah.
It sounds like a little bit like broken glass, like it'll just and you're like, oh, everyone push. He's weak.
He's like glass now.
There's no sound that makes me more amped than like I go full aggro as soon as he's broken. He's broken. I'm just
I love the idea of you at a bar. Looks like there's people up ahead there. I love the idea of you at a bar and someone is like shoving you around very cartoonishly like a bully, and you're just like, I'm not gonna, he's like 6'5". It's nothing I can do. But then like you just hear that sound as if that happened to him, and all of a sudden you're just like, I got a chance now.
100%. Yeah, that's my Popeye can of spinach right there. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
you got it.
Triple kill.
Triple kill.
So falling in, at the last second and in the middle of a firefight and just doing what I want is pretty nice.
There it is. Clean it up.
Oh, I see bullets. Where are you? Oh, they're straight ahead. Oh, they just rifted. Oh, come on.
Is that them, the bird?
Yeah.
Can we hurt them?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Trying to lead my shot. Oh, he disappeared.
Yeah.
I was getting some hits on him. There are certain sound effects in games, like the when you're running out of air in Sonic.
Yeah.
I have a feeling like that's what that would actually happen if I started to drown.
Oh, the sound of in a Zelda game when you only have one heart left.
Oh.
I get it.
Yeah, like if you were horribly injured, that's all. Like you having that sound play, just so that only the nerds go like, we need to get him to a hospital.
Yeah, he's gonna need some heart containers. Stat. What?
Ooh, oh, I have an idea. Come here.
What's up?
I'm gonna shoot my rocket ram through all of these things here. Ready?
Cool. Cool.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Oh!
That was badass.
Well, that was fun. Let me do it again.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Come on, rocket ram, reload. Reload. All right.
If you had the power to greenlight a remake of an old game, what game would you greenlight?
Oh boy. Are we talking like a remaster, or are we talking like keep
whatever you want?
going?
You gotta
Ooh.
you can do whatever you want, but it needs to be an existing game. You can do whatever you want to it, but you got to re-release it.
That didn't go well. I just jumped down to join a firefight. I thought I was going to hit a canopy, and I literally just landed and took away almost all of my life. And there's people right there.
See
Oh boy, I need help. Oh, and coming up behind us too with a raptor.
There we go. Oh no, I want that. Come back.
Oh boy.
Oh, people on the other side. Fuck.
Yep. I have no life. Crap. We gotta.
Can I drop shit? No. So I have med packs. Oop. There he is. Nice.
Oh. Oh, come on. Boo.
Wow.
Boo. That turret did nothing. It did nothing. That turret was just like, hi, I just want to wave. Ugh, not fair. We'll be right back. Okay, so I'm rewatching the prequels because I enjoy masochism, and something jumped out at me as a missed opportunity to solidify Anakin's turn to the dark side. A repeated narrative point over all three movies that, with a slight adjustment, could have added some much-needed motivation for his downfall. So Anakin is presumed to be the chosen one, but he never actually talks about it, which you think would come up if you're always complaining about your place within the Jedi. Now, I know things are expanded upon in the novels and the comics, but if, like most people, you just watch the movies, the vague implication is that the prophecy was kept from him deliberately. That should have been a huge reveal and the reason why everything goes down. What if Anakin kept the angst, but instead of the, I'm so mad powerful, make me the youngest Jedi Master ever already, you guys suck, his mindset was,
I don't feel like I should be here. I'm not connecting with the Jedi the way that I should. You aren't letting me earn my keep. Something's wrong. And then in a big moment, he finds out that the Jedi, his adopted family who told him to be mindful of his thoughts.
It was already a pretty like an HD quality game. You know. I'm saying it's like, or conversely, you could take the original Castlevania and make it like a 3D. Yeah, you know, that's another option. Something like that. What game would you take and redo?
It's really, really hard because there's like, when I'm thinking about games in the 2D era, it's hard to conceptualize what I even want out of an updated version of that game, you know? And a 3D game, if it was good, I almost like kind of don't want to touch. Do you have an answer?
Yes. Well, I have an answer mostly because I have a game that I really enjoyed that I want to see on modern consoles. And that is a game called El Shaddai. Very underrated game that came out on 360 and PS3. And the basic gist of it is you play as like a fallen angel, and your job, and like heaven is broken loose with like other angels, and you gotta like run around to all these different places fighting angels and getting them back to heaven. But every angel that you go to collect is in a different world, and each, or like different plane, I think. I forget how they exactly phrase it, but basically each one is stylistically unique, very like a la Across the Spider-Verse kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, so the game has like 6 or 7 completely unique art styles, depending on where you are at any given time, which I find, and the gameplay is different. There's a certain point that it's like a 2D platformer. Another part of the game where it becomes hack and slash. Very interesting game that they never, I don't know if they ever like re-released or ever even thought about re-releasing or whatever, but a game not a lot of people talk about, but I think if it got re-released, it would get more credit and more of a following, which I think it deserves. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's got a real. Take a look when we get off stream. Take a look at the like watch a trailer for it or a gameplay of it. It's super unique, but like I like thinking about those kinds of games. Like what game didn't get its due for whatever reason?
Right. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I'm trying to think of like I don't really know of a lot of sleeper hit, you know, or like, oh man, underrated for its time. Like I really kind of played the classics. Or like I have a soft spot for dumb games that 100% do not need more.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, I want more. So that's a tough one. I really am hoping that Starfield, though, rekindles my love for, you know, long single-player RPG style.
Oh yeah.
Because it's been a while since I've had anything that's jumped out.
I was just gonna say that's something I totally forgot that might go on my Mount Rushmore is Fallout.
Oh my god.
Fallout or Skyrim. One of those spots belongs to one of those games.
I 100% would put Fallout over Skyrim for me.
Really?
Oh yeah. As much as I like the Elder Scrolls, the Fallout aesthetic is just so much fun. The like, because I don't even know how you. It's too many cooks if you were trying to pitch it. It's like sci-fi dystopian future, but also retro 50s. And they would like in the room, they would be like, "Are you having a stroke?" And it's like, no. It's the future.
Yeah. Hear me out. There are also lizard men. Like,
Yeah, like big like lizard creatures from radioactive Fallout, right? But 50s aesthetic, but also the future technology.
Also the future. And there's a big group of people that all think they're in Rome. That's another.
And then some people who don't have faces. It's great. It's great.
You're gonna love it.
Like, how do you sell that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I get such a kick out of Fallout 4, especially, was just being able to walk through the city and with slightly better graphics. Because by the time I got to the Fallout franchise, I was like, these graphics are not great.
It's not really what you're there for.
No.
I think that they just kind of made that deal with themselves. Like, okay.
And
which is my concern is that Bethesda does that. They're super comfortable with like, hey, we're here for story, not for graphical quality, and that's fine. If you're gonna make that trade-off, I play graphically poor games for story all the time, but they are also touting this as one of the most graphically impressive games. Like you're gonna have to, you can't have it both ways. Like, don't sell me on this. And meanwhile, I don't know if you've seen the PC specs for it are like, you need a high-end PC in order for it to run like well.
I do not know how PC gamers. I mean, you buy a PC and you can play whatever games happen to be coming out within this next couple of months. But after that, the technology has moved beyond.
It's already past. Yeah, you're already. It's like buying a car. The minute you get it off the lot, it's already obsolete. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. From what I understand about, I'm not very into. I'm not very into cameras, but from what I understand, cameras are very much the same way. That the minute you buy a camera, there's already a newer model, that kind of thing.
That always cracks me up.
You just got to kind of make your peace with that.
I'll watch like a YouTube video that'll be like, the 5D SR is the top of the line. This is what you want. If what it is that you want to do is, and then they like literally say exactly what it is that I want to do, this is the camera for you. So then I'll buy it, and then literally a week later on my feed, because I watched that one, will be like, would you like to watch this video? And it'll be like, stop before you buy the 5D SR.
That thing is garbage compared to this. Yeah.
Or just like, not the camera you want.
Please, please.
Are you the same guy? I think he's the same guy.
The one thing I do appreciate about PC building is that
pretty good sniper rifle over here if you want.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I might take that. There is customizability. It's not like buying a new console every time you buy it. I mean, it's as expensive, but in a lot of cases. But there is a little. Oh, cool. There is a little element of like you can customize to your use case.
I like the declarative nature of the console generation, though, where it's like,
it's just like, here's our line. Yeah.
In a year, the next one. Like that's very easy to follow.
It's getting so blurry now, though. I mean, I really feel like we only just got into this generation, and like PlayStation's already talking about releasing a Pro model. It's like you're still selling games on PS4. Like, oh, I'm gonna snipe you. There you go.
Come to me.
Where's your friend? Where's your friend?
Oh, I see him. They're over here. They are.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Come on.
Got him.
Oh, nice. Someone right behind him, too. Right over there.
Okay. Oof.
Got you.
Oop. Oh, it's the card people.
Yeah.
It's those card kids. Do I care about this?
Ooh, combat SMG. Yes, please.
I don't think I do.
You want to grab the card? We want to...
Sure.
Right here. Yeah, I know that I would not be able to handle like a PC. I just know I would just feel overwhelmed. Boom.
Cool. I think you can just sneak in here. Yeah. Oh, but you still need the card. Right. Okay.
Oh, I shot through the whole thing. Instantly gain mobility consumables and gain additional mobility consumables when opening container. Interesting. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. We did not think this through.
Yeah, time to go.
I can't get out. Woohoo! That worked.
Did you just rock it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Boy, I'm not expecting that to work. Oh, someone's coming by.
That's me.
Oh,
The
cool.
motorcycle?
Yeah.
Whoa! Someone's shooting us.
Yep, I see him up there.
Smash their faces! Ooh! Knock one. Oh, I got knocked.
Where
Where'd
is
that
he?
come from? Over here. Right here. Coming towards me.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, man. Like, that's just... I don't know what to do. Want to move to Apex?
Uh-huh.
Yay!
Sure thing. Let's do it.
Hello. I would... Okay, so I'm rewatching the prequels because I enjoy masochism, and something jumped out at me as a missed opportunity to solidify Anakin's turn to the dark side. A repeated narrative point over all three movies that, with a slight adjustment, could have added some much-needed motivation for his downfall. So Anakin is presumed to be the chosen one, but he never actually talks about it, which you think would come up if you're always complaining about your place within the Jedi. Now, I know things are expanded upon in the novels and the comics, but if, like most people, you just watch the movies, the vague implication is that the prophecy was kept from him deliberately. That should have been a huge reveal and the reason why everything goes down. What if Anakin kept the angst, but instead of the "I'm so mad powerful, make me the youngest Jedi Master ever already, you guys suck," his mindset was, "I don't feel like I should be here. I'm not connecting with the Jedi the way that I should. You aren't letting me earn my keep. Something's wrong." And then in a big moment, he finds out that the Jedi, his adopted family who told him to be mindful of his thoughts, have been using him to fulfill a spotty interpretation of their religious dogma the whole time. He can even flash on the only time he remembers being called the Chosen One, by Qui-Gon when he was a scared little boy. Nobody ever actually cared about him. They used him. Now, is that a great motivation? No, but it's better than, "Sorry, I'm going to go hang out with the bad guys I've been fighting for years because they say they have better prenatal care." Now,
was like a go out and walk around thing, and
Right.
I was living in DC, so I was like, yeah, I'll turn my phone on in between from walking from my apartment to school and stuff. Like, sure, fuck it. Other than that, I never really played mobile stuff. There are games though that like, and this game I was gonna mention as one of my top 4 is Divinity Original Sin 2, by Larian Studios, the people who made Baldur's Gate 3. That game is a masterpiece in my opinion. Absolutely phenomenal game. And it's one of those games where, and this is like, I don't know if everybody agrees with this, but for me, the mark of a good game is like, I can spend my entire available time on a game just managing like my inventory and still have a blast doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be like organizing my backpack and be like, great, now I can play the game, and it's already like 2 a.m.
Like...
I've spent like 8 hours doing this.
Did you do that with Resident Evil, when the whole idea is like you have to Tetris your
trying to organize to get it just right. Oh, I can squeeze this in if I yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I move these grenades here, and I move this over here, and this magazine over here. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Well, we talked about this last time, the idea of like, that's one of the big things that I loved about Minecraft was just, today is about getting the coal to make the torches that I'm gonna light in the tunnels I'm building when I eventually go for diamonds. But that's what today is. Today is just
the
coal.
whole day, and that's fine. Yeah. Yep, that's 100%. It's great. I find that great. And it's even, especially with like Divinity, it's even simpler than that. It's like, well, I want a separate compartment in my backpack for all the different types of arrows I'm gonna shoot. You never know when I'm gonna need to be able to quickly access that. In reality, the answer is never, because the game is turn-based. There's no rush. You'll find what you're looking for. Like, but still, I'll know. You know?
That's the important thing. I'll know.
No. Oh, fuck. People on me. Ooh, I got knocked quick.
Oh, boy.
Oop, here they come. You got this, buddy.
Oh, and then the guy gets me from behind. Well, at least they didn't get me. You're right. I didn't get killed by them. That's how powerful I am. I guess that's a win. We placed 22nd. That's not bad. That's pretty
not
bad.
Nothing.
Not nothing.
22nd out of 30.
No, we don't need to go over the stats. You don't need to.
Top 22. Top 22. That's what we'll say.
Like, no, yes, I get it. No progression. I understand. Why does it keep going to trios?
Oh, sometimes it auto dumps you. Yeah.
I don't like 3 people. 3 people is a crowd. Yeah, a couple of wrestlers passed away in the last couple of days, and it's been.
I heard about that. I didn't hear who, but I was watching a video the other day, and someone said we're going to talk about the wrestling situation and people
Yeah.
passing away. Who died?
One of them was Terry Funk, who was like he looked 70 in the 90s. Like, and he was just this rough and tumble, like, I'm coming after you, like hard as nails, old timer. You know, like, you ever see people like that where you're like, you were old 30 years ago. How are you still around?
Yeah.
But he was really
like a piece of leather, and yeah.
Looks like we have a third. I don't know why. But so he passed away, and he was literally like one of the greats of all time. Just like did death matches and was like a very big proponent of like a hardcore style. And then the other guy that died was literally, he's like 36, and he was one of the big up and coming young wrestlers who straight up like had a whole career ahead of him. Was booked really, really strong to be very, very powerful, was very popular. Like third generation wrestler, and he was very, very popular. And just he had about COVID.
Bray Wyatt, is that the right guy?
Yeah, he had COVID that like gave him heart complications.
Ah, jeez.
And it just is incredible.
That's awful.
Because it's weird side by side, like I don't get any weapon. God,
I'm gotta be pretty fast, man. Come over here. This will have something.
If I can make it.
Here we go.
How did you get all the way over there? I'm coming. Yay, a gun! I can play!
Fuck me.
I mean, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. Hi. How are you? God. I mean, that was very... I mean, is this a new season in this game, too? Because that was unbelievable.
It sure is.
Is
it?
Sure is. Is that why the demons are out?
Absolute ghouls coming in out of the woodwork, man.
Nothing like watching this person we don't know who's got a 3-on-1.
I don't even know if is he going for our banners? Is that what this whole run around is?
There we go.
Oh shit.
There we are.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Watch, we're playing with like the greatest player in the world. No, but this guy passed, and he was really, really good. And he was
I'm inside the next ring.
Very charismatic. He was like right up there with like The Rock and The Undertaker in terms of like you can't take your eyes off him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's such a shame. That's awful.
And apparently was like an incredibly nice guy. But it's strange when like someone who you couldn't believe was still alive passes, and then someone you can't believe didn't have another 40 years. Oh, so this is what gameplay is supposed to look like. All right, I just wanted to
usually by now they would have taken us to the beacon. I'm gonna ping it. I think it's fair.
That's enough time. I think he's basically
You've had
just
your fun.
kind of going like, you guys
Cleaned
both
the whole
died
place out. Yeah.
Immediately. I'm gonna take my time.
Oh, there's your guy. Shoot him.
Oh boy. And it's gonna be game over. No, he's playing pretty well.
This guy's not bad, yeah. Good shooting, dude.
Let's talk about how with one simple tweak, Force Awakens could have genuinely laid the groundwork for a much better sequel trilogy. Specifically one thing. Replace Han with Poe. The timestamp in A New Hope when all three of our heroes get together is roughly the same moment in Force Awakens when Poe shows up in his X-Wing. This is where you switch. Poe arrives, pew pew pew, but now he lands, reconnects with Finn, Poe meets Rey, moment of calm, then Kylo shows up and confronts Han here, all the same beats. Son, you gotta turn down your music. Dad, you just don't understand! It all happens there. Rey gets captured, and now instead of Finn and Han, Finn and Poe go to save her. Now what changes? We get more Finn and Poe chemistry, and I don't know, maybe some answers to some of the audience's lingering questions like, what exactly is the Resistance in relation to the New Republic? And what made Finn defect? Side note, I get it, the First Order is super evil, but a quick narrative moment like, hey, there was an error in my programming, or I didn't take the indoctrination pills would have gone a long way to make what happened to Finn unique, because keeping it vague makes me wonder if anyone else in the First Order was seconds away from moral... Right.
Stardew Valley is probably the one I played the longest at a week. I liked it a lot, but I just can't stay with them, you know?
Yeah, I will dig in hard and then hit a moment where I'm like, what the hell am I doing? It happened with Minecraft and it happened with Stardew Valley where I'm like, why do I need to get to level 99 of the mine? To get the extra special ore? For what?
Yeah. I know going into those games that they are literally just simulated chores, and I still choose to play them. Like, so there's a certain point where I'm like, what am I doing? And then I also have to remind myself, like, nobody tied me to the chair to do this. Like, I bought this. I opted into this experience, so people love it. So
I'm trying to figure it out as a bit on stage where it's like games used to be, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm saving the princess. And now games are like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm chopping wood to craft arrows to shoot birds with feathers I'll sell to buy a backpack that'll let me hold more wood.
So that I can do it all again.
I can just keep doing it.
Why are you doing all that? I don't know.
I don't know.
The game told me to.
The ring is in close proximity. Less than
I always loved the I think it was South Park. Making fun of Pokemon with the internal logic of Pokemon. They had a thing where it was like, well, I've got to catch all the monsters. Why? So that I have all the monsters.
Yeah.
What? Once I catch all the monsters, I'll have had all the monsters. Like,
is the scout good? I'm trying to remember the gun.
Scout's okay. Scout's single fire. I usually go for Hemlock's nice. It's a burst, 3-round burst. You want a single fire weapon. The triple take is a sniper, like marksman weapon. That's pretty good. Havoc is a master.
If you see the carbine, that I just want to get good with the carbine. So if you see one, just let me know.
Here, I'll drop one. There you go. Bam.
Thank you.
But of course.
I'm always gonna want that just because it's the one that I know the best.
It's a good good gun to know well. It's very versatile.
incoming care package.
Do you have this? You should pick up a backpack.
It won't slow you down. New kill leader.
But yes, Stardew Valley is you asked me about like what game did you not like that? Like other people did, and you didn't get it.
Yeah.
That's 100% Stardew Valley is. You know, I thought it was fine, but people are obsessed with it. You know.
Yeah.
And that is not my experience with it.
I don't want to brag, but I remembered which button is slide without screwing it up, without punching the air.
Way to go, buddy.
Like I
I'm very
usually
proud
do.
of you. Apex Pro over here.
100%.
Cool. Okay, so ring's coming. We might want to skedaddle. Yeah,
Shall we
I'm gonna take us
mosey?
this way. Yep, let's go this way. Come around to where I am so that we can take the zip.
Let's explore this place.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful game.
Isn't it? It's really nice.
I can't get up there.
It's really well made. I like the kind of other planet kind of feel of it too. It's
Yeah.
it's a good game. Like visually. Yeah.
And I like that there is a little bit of like effortlessness and like I want to say like upbeat, but like the fact that this is what is it, like a simulation or something?
Yeah, so it's like a blood sport game.
Right.
It's like people watch this for entertainment.
There's something
is the
about
idea.
that I kind of enjoy, that it's just kind of like there's a little bit of pressure off. It's not Call of Duty where it's like, I shop. You know, like
Yeah.
it's a little bit more
Like-
hey, we're having fun.
The stakes are
A little
yeah,
lower. Just a bit.
deliberately lower, yeah.
Half the squads remain. Setting up a zip line.
Come to me. I think the design of the worlds is just very, very pretty. They put a lot of time into it.
Mm-hmm.
Must go faster.
And they, I think, did a really good job of integrating it with the Titanfall world, which is what it's based on.
Yeah. That's a game. Titanfall and Titanfall 2 I played
Yeah.
a lot of.
Yeah, they're great.
What is your take on the whole, games that are kind of released before they're ready now and we'll patch it later?
Oh, it's inexcusable and I hate it. If I know that that's how a game is going to be, I won't buy it until the patch is done.
Yeah.
It's quite far.
I'm a physical game collector, so like the idea of that is the exact opposite of like my ability to enjoy games. I like the idea of the game existing on a cartridge or a disc, where I own the game. When I buy the game, I own the game. That's how I think video games should be sold. Not I buy a license to a game.
And you have it until we close the servers.
Exactly. No, I gave you my money. I gave, especially I gave you full price. Like I bought it at launch.
Yeah.
I should get the full game. Don't tell me we're gonna patch. Yeah, we know it's not done, but here's what we have so far.
The release date's
no,
the
you're not.
release date.
Yeah, you're not done. Don't
Yeah.
don't release it on that date. Nobody like. I don't know.
No,
That's just me. I get the financial constraints. I get the like capitalistic reality of the situation. The game needs to come out, but at the same time, like, when you do that to a game, you screw over exactly me, a physical game collector who wants the game to exist on a cart. 90% of people realistically aren't going to be, harmed long term, except the physical game collectors. So I can't be cool with it.
I also think that, like, okay, I always feel like the game industry and pretty much all companies think we are somewhere culturally where we're not for another 5-10 years or so. Like when they were first going to say like that the Xbox One was going to only be online, you have to have an internet connection. At the time, we weren't there. Like, you don't give us good
that
enough
was
internet.
People revolted.
Yeah.
I remember that. In retrospect, and then like 5 years later, everyone bought Google Homes, and like everybody opted into being listened to all the time and having a constant internet connection. Totally.
But
Yeah,
it's
it was a
like
complete.
if you had just waited another
We gotta
5
go
years.
this way.
If you had just waited another 5 years, nobody would have like made a stink or even kind of been like, okay, whatever. But the fact that like they're always like just a little too greedy, and it's like, well, what if we set the trend and we say it's okay that this thing is going to be listening to you and always needs to be online, and we're just like, no, like that. This is the first I'm hearing of this is what you want to do.
Yeah, and I hate
like,
it.
This is the way that
and
everything has been for years.
Nobody explained it. That's a big thing, I think. Nobody said, here's what that means when you say that it needs a constant internet connection. Here's what we can give you in exchange for that.
Right.
You know what they said when people were like, what if you don't have a constant internet connection? They said, well, if you don't have a constant internet connection, we have the product for you. It's called an Xbox 360. That's verbatim what they said. And that's the most like tone deaf, fuck you answer you can possibly give someone who's trying to understand new technology.
That sounds to me like the thing that at the office Christmas party you get hammered and you're like, what if we said this? That would be hilarious.
Wouldn't it be hilarious?
Ha.
Yeah.
And then Bill sends that and you're like, wait, you didn't actually send that.
The CEO of Xbox said that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to me. Yeah. That always, that will never not blow me away. But yeah, I mean, the games industry really does kind of lead. Oh, people over here. Heads up. They don't see us yet.
45 seconds till ring close, amigo. Engaging.
Grenade, watch out. Fire in the hole. Only 30 seconds. The ring's close.
Oh, man, right here.
Reloading.
Come on. Oh, I got a couple of good hits on him.
Whoop. Ah, dang.
Oh, that was fun. We got a little further.
Yeah, that was a good one. But the big thing for me right now, as someone who collects physically, is the push towards digital. And I know that it's inevitably going to happen, but what's upsetting me more than anything, and it speaks to this greed, is when you buy a disc-based game, you're paying $60, $70 or something like that. Part of what you're paying for there is the plastic for the case, the disc itself, the resources it required to print it on that disc. You know, like you're paying for the production of an item.
Yeah.
And that's also, by the way, why Switch games typically do not either go on sale or the same game is more expensive on Switch than it is on other games. Those cartridges are hard to manufacture. They cost a good deal more money per cart to make than to just burn a game onto a disc, right? Now things are pushing towards digital. Games are being the same game being released in both physical form and digital form. Both costs $60 or $70. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
What they're doing there is just cutting out the manufacturing costs, and that's raw profit. I get the idea of like we don't want to spend the money on manufacturing these games. It just seems to me like greed to be like, but if you do choose to go digital, which will in the long run help us, we're still going to charge you the same amount of money.
Right.
As if you like, that's, the price is the price. Nothing would make people switch to an all digital setup faster than being like, it's $60 if you buy physical and $50 if you buy digital.
But it's it's one of those things where, like, if they had done it that way, you could, like, I'm not even saying, hey, don't manipulate me. I'm saying be a little slower. Like,
yeah, take your time. Yeah.
Like, that's all you gotta do.
Frog, if you give it enough time, man. Yeah, we all would be on board.
$40, make it $30. Get us all excited about digital, make us all make that adjustment, and then go, actually, it's going to be $45. Actually, it's going to be $50. Now, limited edition, $60. And it's like, wait a minute. But like by that time, we know we're lazy. We know we're there is
100%.
a way to manipulate us, but it just shows laziness.
You just got to be patient. You got to be patient, and they're not. I mean, games now are $69.99. They're $70.
Yeah.
And the price for a physical $70 game is identical to the price of a digital $70 game. To me, that's insane. That's insane.
It is so clunky to watch companies like try to course correct when they announce things. Like have you heard? Oh no, there's people falling right in front of us.
Yeah, we got a guy. We got a guy.
I have no weapon.
Oh.
I have no weapon.
Watch out, he's shooting.
Where the fuck is he?
He's on me.
Go, run, run.
Great. The ring is close.
He's on the roof. He's right here.
All right, I'm 100% gonna get the. I'm gonna get to you. Promise. I promise. It's gonna
come
happen.
back for you.
With the weapons I have, whew.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Is he still on you?
I don't know. I'm dead.
Can't even get there. Oh, so you're watching my fabulous play?
I am. You're crushing it, buddy. No notes.
Nope.
Nice. Good swing.
I have mobility.
Picked up our friend's banner. We can bring him back.
Huzzah! All right, I fucked around. Time to find out. This is so not like because I watch a lot of players play Apex Legends, and I swear to God, I am moving at like half speed. There is.
Oh yeah, doesn't it feels like yeah, the way they move. I'm like, how? What are they? Yeah. The shields seem to charge faster. The guns reload faster.
Yeah,
Everything is.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Now that was awesome.
Oh boy. Hi, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
I was scared. I don't know if you because I was
great.
talking about like the companies when they have to like reset. Like Disney is now going, we're gonna do fewer Marvel movies. We're
Oh, they said that?
yeah,
Interesting.
they're like we're gonna like pull back on our release schedule and
Yeah, because
space
it's
them out a little bit more.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And it's like good.
I liked that they just let Kevin Feige go friggin' nuts. They were like, here's a schedule. Next week we're gonna release this movie, and then 24 hours after that we're gonna release this movie. And it's just like nobody put the reins on him whatsoever until everyone in the world was like, we can't stand watching Marvel movies anymore. We are so burnt out. You ruined it. You took an awesome thing and ruined it.
I honestly maintain though that the problem is a genuine lack in quality. If you had kept making movies like the first phase, and I understand it gets complicated and hard when you build to like a universal threat kind of situation, and you can't keep making simple basic movies the way you used to. Like I understand that, but the character arcs, the pathos, the humor, like real people living real lives, then kind of having like the world of Iron Man is like Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And you're watching a character who you can identify with, like kind of experience a thing and come out a certain way by the end. Where we are now, it's like Earth doesn't even seem recognizable.
Yeah.
Half of everybody in the universe disappeared and came back. You have cosmic level threats. You have aliens. It's just like the problem to me is that like if you had figured out how to not go so far so quick.
You don't think that's time?
Ooh, got it.
Ooh. Yeah, nice. Watch out for his friend.
It said we killed the last member.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
I did, yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't hear that. Sweet.
I don't
see.
think it's a matter
all
of
the
time.
things you're describing is time. Like, you get to think when you have the time you need. You get to think through these things. You get to build like grounded characters.
There's a guy. He's dead, but coming in. Oh, wow. Straight there.
Oh, God
right
damn
on
it.
me, right on me. Hey, how are you? Damn. Fuck. Damn. We're a tight spot.
I think all of those things get better with time. If in between productions. I think the demand, like the self-imposed demand, the need to meet these, like, we're gonna release a thing a month, like these insane schedules, forces kind of drabness, forces like cookie cutter shit, or like not well thought out shit, or like, forces you to think of like, well, how is it that we're gonna intertwine Ant-Man with Miss Marvel? Like, why the fuck do you have to? Like, nobody's asking for that. Like, you're the only one who feels this need that everyone needs to be friends with everyone in your universe. Like, just don't.
Well, they took they did with the Avengers, which everybody reacted positively towards, and they're like, okay, so everything has to coexist.
Oh, so that's a requirement now.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say, and I'm not articulating it well, is once you went from, oh, I got a good idea for a movie, I have a good idea for a story to tell, and it went from that into, all right, we have to fill this slot. We have a movie between the Avengers movie and Miss Marvel. and we got to get the story to this point, and we have to fill this time. I guess we'll craft a movie around that. Everything is lost. And that's what they do now. It's just like I mean, I know it's all a machine, and it was a machine 20, 30 years ago, but at least like I walked out of Iron Man and Captain America at least going like, somebody wanted to make a movie. You know, like somebody wanted to do this. I get it.
Yeah. And there was like, yeah, there was a lot more purpose. Yeah, I'm gonna pivot hard. There was a lot more intent behind the movies back then. I don't know if intent's the right word, but here's what I mean. Like, so Iron Man is a straight up and down action movie, the original one. Like, that's great. You get a guy like Jon Favreau to direct it. It's gonna be flashy. Okay. Then you've got this is the 301. That's a great gun. Captain America comes out, and it's a little bit of a different movie tonally, new director, like new setup, great. Then you make Thor, and you make it a full-blown Shakespearean drama, and you get fucking Kenneth Branagh to direct it. Like, that's it. They just had like, and to me back then it felt like, and like, was Thor the best of the Thor movies? No. Was it like unique relative to everything else? Hell yeah. It had a different flavor, and that's what I thought was fun about those. Like, to your point of like, they went out to make a movie and they had a unique idea of what. Now they all feel like Marvel movies to me. Like, every Marvel movie feels like a Marvel movie. And maybe that's just because of oversaturation or whatever, but or like, I'm so used to the brand that now I know what to expect. But I don't really think that's what it is. Like, I think I can watch Kenneth Branagh's Thor again, and it does not feel anything like a Marvel movie.
No.
Like, it's its own thing. And oh, whoa, ton of people. There's the middle of a fight here. Let's get in the middle of this and ruin someone's day.
I'm gonna hang back.
Okay, I got one.
A little bit.
Where's the other guy?
Reloading.
Oh, he's going for his friend.
Nice.
Good kill.
Oh boy. Where the hell
Where'd he
was
go?
that? Yeah.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh! Oh! Fuck! Sneaky boy. Over here.
Where is he?
Watch behind you. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, come on! How? What am I supposed to do? Dude, like, I don't think I have the same weapons. I really don't. It doesn't feel like it feels like you're giving me super soakers. I hit twice and not affected. They hit twice, gone. No, back out. Have you seen any of Ahsoka?
I have not. No.
Did you watch Rebels and the ancillary Star Wars stuff?
No, I didn't watch Rebels. I watched Clone Wars, which the animated stuff. So I know Ahsoka's story.
Yeah. The show is literally like a sequel to that Rebels TV show. It's
okay,
literally
cool.
like those characters again. And I never really watched them. I didn't watch much of the animated stuff. I find it aggravating because it is 100% padding. It's storytelling at its least interesting to me. You're taking Star Wars, which was like what they were able to do in the first 2 hours of Star Wars, the adventure they were able to tell, the arcs they were able to give these characters that begin and end. And now it's like the first episode of a show is literally characters walking into a room, staring, walking up to a wall, putting their hand on it, looking at a mosaic, like picking up a thing, staring at it, walking out of the room. Like everything is padding. The way that they tell stories now is like, look at how important and look at how much time we're spending watching minute moments. And I'm like, somebody throw a pie. Somebody do something. It's a story about lasers and laser swords and mystic wizards.
Yeah. Space monks.
Like you need and I know it's absolutely because they decide, well, we're doing a show, so we have this time, but it's like the story that's being told is not kinetic at all. It's just by the end of the first episode, somebody is looking for kind of a map. So I spent half of a movie watching somebody kind of realize that a map is important.
Yeah. Pass.
First blood, and it's not us.
Yeah, I don't. Doesn't sound like it's for me.
The ring is far.
A lot of that stuff these days, I feel like, I'm like, I passed on Endor too. I just was like, I don't know.
Andor is weird because it is absolutely phenomenal, but it's also very slow.
Really? Okay.
It's incredibly slow, but it is the best thing that Star Wars has done since
everybody's
the
saying.
original trilogy. It's incredible.
Everybody says it's awesome.
But it's a slow burn in the right way because it's telling a slow story.
Right.
I would definitely give Andor a shot.
Okay. That one I will try. Ashoka I probably won't. Unless I start like jonesing for Star Wars content, which I haven't felt that since the sequel trilogy, so
Well, what's really great about Andor is it doesn't pander in any way, shape, or form to what, you know, they think the fanboys want. There's no Jedi. There's no like, you know, the Force is just kind of this weird thing that's kind of, it's all about watching people. It's the story that you've always wanted them to do about a deep dive of like, what actually is the rebellion? What are the limits of the psychology?
I'm out of heavy ammo.
Who's oh.
Up top.
Incoming care package. I salute.
Gotcha.
Wow. Looks like that was the
Got
last
him.
one in the squad.
Last one in the squad.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Well, that was fun.
I am repairing myself.
How dare he interrupt our conversation?
I am repairing myself.
How far away am I? No, but it's like, oh, let's just tell the story of the psychological toll of starting a rebellion. And it's a different story in a different world of Star Wars. It's great. Did I get kicked off of our Discord? Hey, man, you there? Whoa, do not know what happened. I think I lost Mick. Hey, can you hear me? Blah!
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. New microphone. I hit it with my face and didn't realize the top of the can is a mute button. So,
Well, that's why we died.
yep. Blame it on my stupid face.
We are going to win one. I know we are. It's going to happen. No, but Andor's great because it doesn't pander. It's not a story. Like, I was like, why do I care about the guy that died in Rogue One? Like, why do I care about... And it's really not very much about him. It's just about the world and all the people that interact with him.
That's great. So before I got muted, I was gonna say what I really have hoped for a while, and it sounds like this is it, is a show or a movie or something set in the Star Wars universe that has just fucking nothing to do with any of the story of, like, Luke and Leia and all this, like, all that nonsense.
No,
like,
they said we don't care about any of that's going on. You've got the Empire, you've got the Rebels. Let's talk about them. And let's build that world.
Cool.
I always was thinking that, like, the next, you know, because they're talking about doing like the next Star Wars movies are going to be distant past kind of thing. They're going to do like an Old Republic kind of deal. I've always thought, like, I think that the avenue that you go with Star Wars is let's go to a different part of the galaxy and let's show the only thing that is consistent is the Force. And literally everything else, you do something different. And you say, how would the Force manifest in a completely other... Oh, someone's up there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just getting shot.
We're all inside. The battle is quick. Be ready.
I can't hit anything. They're both...
God damn it. Oh, god damn it.
I can't hit a thing.
It's one of those
and
nights,
I have
bud.
no ammo. Look at me. Like, look at... I can't... Are you watching this?
Yeah. It's okay, bud. It's okay. You're playing great. There you go. Nice. Good grenade. Good toss.
No ammo.
Ooh.
No ammo on anything.
Punch. Hey, good clean hit.
Oh! I got a couple hits.
You got it in there,
God.
bud. Yep.
I want to leave that match as fast as humanly possible. But yeah, here's what I would do. I would do what happens in a different part of the galaxy with the idea of the Force. And I would say, oh, no, not tree. Why? No. What if you did like a story where, like, somebody is Force sensitive, first person who's Force sensitive in the galaxy, and so they become kind of like a cult leader or a god, or they're looked on as like this deity, and then other people start becoming Force sensitive. So you could do a whole psychological thing of, like, what happens to a galaxy where you have a god or an omniscient being who is now being threatened, and it's because they were never a god. They were just the first one to become Force sensitive, and now other people are too. What happens now? Or someone who's a swindler and, like, is trying to, you know, make money off of it. You know, like there's so many different things you can do with the idea of the Force that isn't like Jedi.
Yeah.
Because if I'm honest, I've never really understood. I've never really enjoyed the Jedi as much as I feel like I was supposed to. Because the idea is, you know, oh, they don't get caught up in emotion, but they yell all the time. They react and feel. They're not monks. There was always this weird dichotomy that I was supposed to accept about them that I never really bought into.
Yeah. It always struck. I don't know if this was the point or not, but they were supposed to be about balance, and like I don't know if balance necessarily means neutrality, but they always seemed like they were about maintaining order. But they very much had their own agenda, like throughout you know, the prequels and stuff.
Yeah.
About like who should rule and who is better and all this stuff. Like, I don't know if they were meant to be these kind of monks in space who are like, you know, they basically turned into cops for the Republic, right? Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know. Not super neutral, not super balanced. Yoda. Oh, people. Knocked one.
Can't hit anything.
The ring is quite far. There is not much time left. Reloading.
Reloading.
Oh, over here.
Contact with enemy. New kill leader. Go on, watch out. Throwing thermite grenade.
Going around the other way.
Where'd he go?
Any luck?
Where'd that booger go? I'm gonna
Try
shoot
to
him.
escape.
I'm gonna shoot him with my gun.
That is a not something I'm used to seeing. Someone running away from me.
The ring's moving, friends. Giving my shields a recharge.
Yeah, I mean, like, if what you're telling me is that what the Jedi are supposed to be selling, you know, non-attachment, you know, calmness, they immediately threw that out the window. Like, it's not even like, oh, they told a couple stories and then they kind of talked about how, well, sometimes that's a more complicated thing. Like, no, they went right.
Looks like a care package coming in. Big things in that.
Completely ditched it.
Giving my shields a recharge. Grappling.
It's just a group of guys who are like holier than thou.
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, I don't. Oh yeah, got my ult.
Gonna get you out fast, it's in.
Should we go over to that thing to shoot up, or where should we go?
We
going
should
that
go
way?
through this way.
Got it.
Yeah. I'm running from the ring.
7 days.
Not that ring, Dave.
Good movie though.
I haven't seen it in ages.
Oh, it holds up. Get your Brian Cox. I saw an extra special rated R version of that.
No time to be tired.
I got to see a pre-screening before it came out. No one knew what the hell it was, and it was much more graphic.
Using grapple.
Is the theatrical cut, not R?
No, I think it's
remember.
PG-13.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. A hard 13.
It came out. Yeah, it was a hard 13. It came out when I was a kid, so like it felt R.
Yeah.
Like,
Right up.
Okay, coming back
I
to you.
mean,
Oh,
not even a chance of hell.
I avenged you.
Woohoo!
I just want to murder this man. I knew it'd get me killed. Worth it. I regret nothing, even though I didn't get what I wanted.
I regret nothing.
Alrighty, this is gonna be my last one. I'm sorry to say.
No problem. Me too. Yeah, it was. I mean, that whole closet moment still sticks with me as one of the scariest things I've ever seen in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her face. We all feel that way sometimes. I have something stuck in my eye, and it is quite annoying.
I saw the Japanese version of The Grudge.
Yeah,
recently.
how was that?
Really good. Just very like old school horror, like really achieves that kind of creep vibe. And like in retrospect, like there's a lot of it that now is kind of famous, so there's stuff that you know is coming. Because they lifted a lot of the scares for the American version. But you know, like that whole thing where she's running her hands through her hair and then another set of fingers is kind of in her hair with her, like that kind of creepy shit. It spooked me.
Because I've always been more scared by like Japanese horror than American horror. Is the fact that the culture is different part of it, because it really makes me feel out of place? Like I don't know what's going to happen subliminally. Is there something to that where it's like they would feel the same about American horror because it's like,
That's
I don't
interesting.
understand, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I that's gotta be. There's gotta be some element to like being out of your element.
If you were a Japanese horror fan and you watched like Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the first time, there's a lot of that we kind of take for granted because it's like, oh yeah, I know the South. I know, I've driven through towns like that, you know. So there's a different. We're watching that movie in a very different way than they would be.
Yeah, that's probably true. I wonder if it might be a little bit of a one-way street just because most movie markets are saturated with U.S. film.
Yeah.
So I feel like people have a much better understanding of American life than Americans do of other people's lives. But
that's always so weird to me. The fact that like, Canadians know American politics.
Oh yeah,
it's better than like Americans do.
Really conversant in American politics. Yeah.
Like things
they
like
know
that
what
blow my
certain
mind.
senators like. Could you imagine knowing what a Canadian senator thinks about a certain thing?
Yeah. Oh, as we all know, that famous Canadian conservative senator. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. But yeah, the whole movie saturation thing always fascinated me. I remember I was in Belgium, and I was in a taxi cab, and talking to this guy, and at the time I didn't speak any French, and he's just automatically instinctively switches to English, and his English was incredible.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Where did you study English? You must have studied English." And he's like, "Oh, I've never taken a class in my life." I was like, "How'd you learn?" He said, "Music and movies."
That's
I just
amazing.
listen to American music and watch American movies. And he sounded like he was from fucking New York. Like he sounded like he was from Philly. Like he just sounded like an American guy because he He was like, yeah, I watch a lot of Brad Pitt movies. Listen to a lot of, listen to a lot of blah blah blah. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's incredible.
And
he's like, your movies are everywhere. They're easy to get. Like,
I think
but that's
I
the
told you
difference.
this,
Like,
where like Laura and I went to Italy and we were trying to we wanted to like have the authentic experience. We wanted to learn the language. We wanted to like order or like reserve tables in Italian. So we spent a long time kind of like practicing it out, like trying to, like, oh, that's how you say it. This is how you say it. Do those circles mean people?
What circles? No,
On the
those
map?
mean care packages coming down.
And when we got to Italy, we would call and they'd be like, buongiorno, and I'd be like, hey, and I would very slowly start speaking in Italian, and they would just be like, what would you like?
Yeah.
And there's part of it where it's like, no, I wanna let me
do it.
Yeah, you had this experience. You had someone give you enough patience to learn English. I need this the other way because I very, very much want to not stand out. But they're like, we don't really have time to waste. Fuck you. What do you want?
Yeah. What do you actually want? The French are the worst with that. Not to paint with too broad a brush, but when I was living there, they were, because they'll do a lot of people do it like hotels will do it in every country just because they think they're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
You're struggling to speak the language and they'll just go, oh, I'll speak to you in English because, you probably don't want to spend, like, the majority of people are unlike you. They don't want to spend all day trying to get, a sentence out of like, I would like to go to a restaurant. That's part of the fun. Like, that's the experience. In contrast, the French will know you're trying. Oh,
and I'm gone. And I'm down immediately.
Fuck.
I mean, I can't. This game is fun, but as soon as I hit somebody, I'm like, it's over.
It's tough. Yeah. Anyway, just to finish my point, the French will know you want to speak French to them and still insist on speaking English.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't give a fuck. Immersion, whatever. I don't care. You're an American. I'm going to talk to you in English.
That's hilarious. This was great.